I think I'm live. I'm not real sure how many folks will show up to this. This is um, I guess this is just a pop up out of the blue. I'm trying YouTube and see how it works. So hopefully, maybe I can get a person or two to come in, and maybe we'll see how this thing works. Maybe so. It's 12:45. 12:45. Let me get over here. I'm not used to this YouTube format just yet, but it's not too much different than the StreamYard. But uh, if you come in, hey there, bare bones living. Hey Amanda, I'm glad somebody showed up because I'm testing, going on YouTube and testing the testing how it counts my hours, because I've noticed for the last 5 or 6 months that my hours have gone drastically down, and I'm like, well, I hadn't done anything different. In fact, my videos get more views than they did, and so I'm just kind of curious if it's because they, way I understand it, if you do it on StreamYard, that maybe they don't count your hours until after it gets published on YouTube, and by that time everything's gone, right? I mean, all the people that watched and all the hours that I accumulated. And I don't know if it was just something, because it used to didn't be like that. And so I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know if they're doing anything different nowadays. So we'll see. I'm going to see how it works out. Hey, hey Deb, how in the world are you? Good to see you. Nana 9 Acres, how in the world are y'all over there? In Oklahoma. Oklahoma, my brain just went dead. Hey Gwen, good to see you. That is true, Nana? Lisa, I didn't know that was happening. And I don't think, the only difference that I can think of is on StreamYard, you have the ability to have somebody come up on your screen with you. And I don't think you can do that on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't see anything on here. Let's see, pop out dashboard, send feedback, manage. I don't know what all this means. Hey, I understand, Amanda. Hey, Gwen, you didn't miss any. I'm curious because my hours over the last 5-6 months has basically just cut in half. And I'm like, what happened? I don't understand. Well, I got to looking into it, and my lives that I would do. I mean, there were times that when it's all said and done, I'd have at least 100 people that come and view the lives, which is, for me, that's good. Some people, that's nothing. But for me, that's really good. But when I go check it later, it'd be like they'd say 10 people or 15 people joined the live or saw live, and I'd get an hour and a half or 2 hours of watch time out of it. And I'm like, that's baloney. That's baloney. I don't understand about all that. Oh, you can't? And see on here, I don't know if you can. Let me see. Go to channel, pin message, report, remove, hide user, remove as standard moderator. I'm not doing any of that. And I don't know if you can actually, how on StreamYard I can click on your comment and it'll show up on the screen. I don't know if I can do that with this. Let's just see. Nope. It's not doing it. It's not coming up. Hey, Bill, last day's homesteading. Yeah, you still horse laughing about it. I want to see it when you get it done, okay? You said you've never, hey, OJ, good to see you. Lisa, you said you've never went YouTube live, so you're not sure if you can have people up with you. See, I never have either that I know of. I think maybe when Jesse and Lisa come over, we went up to Kentucky. Me and him got on there. We went to a little restaurant here in Hattiesburg, and he got on there real quick so we could do a little YouTube live, and he must have done it through YouTube. So I guess, yes, you can view on YouTube. Wait. Are you losing hours from last year? No, I've been losing hours from the last few months. Well, I say I'm losing hours. What I'm getting across is that. Hold on, let me think. It just like what I would normally get per 28-day period, it basically got cut in half a few months ago. I'm like, what happened? I didn't know what happened. And so it got me to wondering about why, it seemed odd because I was still getting, in my mind, the same amount of viewers, if not more, than I had previously. And so I looked at my live stream because I hardly ever check that. I don't. So I decided to check it and see what kind of hours I was getting from there. And then where I was getting a bunch of hours from a live stream, it went down to nothing. I mean, nothing. So I'm not really, I don't know if they cut it all that off or they quit counting it until after it was published to YouTube, or I don't really know. I don't really know. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I just wanted to get on here, and I wanted to go a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes or so, and see how it counted it on my hours. Because if it's not going to count it on my hour, I mean, I like getting on here and talking with y'all, but if I'm not going to get my hours out of it by using StreamYard, I'll just use YouTube, because surely it'll count if it's on YouTube, right? Hey, Jerusha, good to see you. Hey, our treasured home. I guess that's Nancy. Am I right, Nancy? You have to invite. I don't know what that means. Better the regular live. I had this one counts better. The regular live, I had the same problem. See, that's the one thing I don't like about this is that, like on StreamYard, if I had a question or something, I could get you to come up. But I don't see a thing on here that said, OJ, I think it was OJ, said you have to invite. I don't see engage with your audience. That's a plus sign. Add reaction. In stream, share. What is that, share? No, that just is, let me see. Share. I could copy the link, but I don't think that would get you in. I think that would just tell you that I'm here. I'm going to have to get on here and do some studying with it. I don't know. StreamYard wasn't counting your hours either. Yeah, it doesn't do like Stream. You can't have anyone join. Okay. There's not a place where you can bring anyone up on the YouTube stream. But at least I see Amanda is sharing links, so at least you can still do that through the chat. It's a little bit different looking the way it's set up, and I'm having a hard time getting kind of used to the way it looks. But I mean, I get used to it. I mean, if it'll count my hours, because now I'm supposed to be. Hey, Big Matt, good to see you. And Big Matt would probably know. I don't know if you've been listening, Matt, or not, but I'm just checking to see if these hours or these minutes is going to count more than it does like on StreamYard. Because if I do it on StreamYard, they hadn't been counting my hours. uh, and it or the views even. So I need to know. You have to invite before you start your YouTube live. So I can have somebody up on the screen with me on YouTube. Is that what you're saying, OJ? But I have to invite them first, and then they will come up. Huh. You can drop links, and it should count your hours. Okay. Well, see, it used to they was counting my hours. I mean, as soon as and then all of a sudden it went out the door. Going live straight to YouTube to get more hours because anything your StreamYard you share with StreamYard. Yo, I'm so dumb. I need to start paying more attention to what I'm doing. I've lost. Look, about 5 months ago, whatever, I can't remember. I was like it almost 3,500. I said, well, when I get my 1,000 subscribers, I won't have no trouble getting my 4,000 hours. And I went back and looked. I'm like, it's gone down. Like, and I look back at the years or months ago when it was counting, like a year. You think it drops off every 365 days, and that day, whatever's before that, don't count anymore. I understand that. I understand that concept. But, my videos wasn't getting no views hardly. And now my videos are getting probably 3 times as many views as they was back then. The only thing different, my views on my videos or on my long content is much higher than it was a year ago. The only thing different is my lives back then were counting for more hours than they were or here in the last. And I don't know how. I can't give you a specific time point. Yeah. If I remember, this is how everyone got their hours before there was StreamYard. Okay, invite them. Okay, I got to back up, y'all. Let's see. You have to invite before you start your YouTube. Okay, that's what I was asking. YouTube's been that way about bringing up a guest, but yes, you can drop links and it should count your hours. So you can add someone to the panel beforehand. Okay, Amanda at Bare Bones Living is asking OJ that if you can add someone to the panel before you go live. Okay, and OJ says yes. Okay. I got you. Going live straight through, hold on, YouTube gets you more hours because anything streaming, I done read that. This is how everyone got their hours before there was StreamYard, okay? I should have got like 15 hours one time with StreamYard and only got like 10. It changed every 3 days. I got that. Hey, Canadian Family Life, how in the world are you? Good to see you. Appreciate you jumping on. This is just going to be a quick live. I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure it all out. YouTube doesn't like the little ones like us. That's what it seems like. And that's fine. But I mean, if there's a way to get the hours, I want to get the hours. I mean, if it's their rules that I can't do it, that's fine. That's their rules. But if there's a rule, a way that I can, it's kind of like paying taxes, right? I mean, if there's a rule or a loophole or something that you can use, that you don't have to pay as much tax, you use it. So that's the same way with this. I mean, if I can get the hours, I want to get the hours because I want to get to that 4,000 hour mark. But if I can't, I mean, if that's the rules, I just got to abide by the rules. That's fine. I hope that makes sense. Okay, it's a new button. Trisha, are you following me? Tiffany, are you following her? I guess, is Tiffany Canadian Family Life? I'm just assuming it is because I think I know most everybody else in here. Hey, Baker, good to see you. Love that song you threw out there the other day. Nancy, I am. Hey, Terry. Chuck. Terry. Or Mike. I'm just assuming Terry. I'm doing a thing on YouTube because my hours from StreamYard has gone no, I mean, it's gone to nothing. Gone to nothing. All stuff you have to do to get through the mustache forms and stuff is a nightmare. I'm at, well, I ain't got, I'm going to have a little while since all my hours have gotten cut or taken away or whatever. Um, so I'll figure that out when I get there. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to save my hours so I don't lose them through StreamYard. I am going to have, I'm going to have a girl on maybe this Tuesday when I do my regular live. She has a soap. She makes soap, goat milk soap, and she's got a thing called Five Oaks goat milk or something like that. I can't remember. She's on Instagram. She's a friend of my daughter's, and I that's who I buy our soap from because a couple of years ago I bought it because I get allergies. I get allergies, and when I get allergies, I get sometimes you might notice I get red right here, and I get splotches all over and all that. Well, that goat soap is like magic. I mean, it does great. It's so put it on, and I don't have all the scaly look. You know, I don't. Children don't run and flee in fear when they look at me. Hey, Misha, I've seen Misha somewhere. There she is. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hey, look, all y'all the ones that need to be thanked because y'all are the ones that have drugged me along. 2 years. It's like I'm running, but I'm dragging a grand piano behind me. And they keep moving the line. Look, let me tell you something. I kind of let everyone know about a giveaway. Yeah, go ahead, Jerusalem. You sure they don't still run? I don't know. Let me tell you something. I was years ago when I was in high school. I don't remember what I mean. It must have been 9th or 10th grade. Little bit of 120 pounds sopping wet, y'all. And I went out for football, and of course, you know, you got the weight training. And my big deal was, I done the bar. I'm good. You know, 45 pounds. I'm a man now. But we'd get out on the field and we'd have to do all the running. I could run pretty good. I was always a pretty good runner. Hey, Rayleigh Creative Travel, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Deacon, I always call you Deacon. But anyway, I was a pretty good runner. But then they added these sleds, okay? They strapped you to a sled and they put weight on it, okay? The sled's heavy in itself, but then when you put the weight on it, hey, Rebecca, when you put the weight on it, it makes it even heavier, obviously, okay? So we got to drag that thing, and it was kind of set up like a relay around the football field. You had 4 little sections, and you run a quarter of it, somebody else run a quarter of it, somebody else run a quarter, and then somebody else runs the last quarter. And I was on the last quarter. Me and the other smallest guy on the team was doing the last quarter. They didn't. Hey, Mary Girl with me, good to see you. They didn't put any weight on ours. When they, it was embarrassing, y'all. All these big football players and putting these 45 weights on them. They running no problem, hardly breaking a sweat. Get to me and the other fella, and they take the weights off. Okay, I don't know how much the sled weighed, but it seemed like a bunch. And we get running. We start off good. And I'm telling you what, my nose was probably that far from the ground by the time I finished up. I was dragging that thing, and and the whole football team was, they had to come up the field, up the track to us, and they was cheering us on. Y'all can do it. Go, go, go. And I'm like, my tongue is licking dirt. You know, it was hanging out. And it was horrible. It was horrible. After spring training, I went to work. I went to work on a farm. And it was a horse farm. It was like guy raised quarter horses, but he had a lot of property and had to do a lot of bush hogging and painting the fence and a bunch, Terry, like 1,000. That's what I was telling him earlier. I had like 3,500 several months ago. I said, man, getting 4,000, it won't be no problem. Well, I checked it the other day when I made my 1,000 subscribers. I said, well, I'll see how many more watch hours I need. No, I'm down. I need 1,000 now. So that's why I'm trying this YouTube, because if it'll count my hours on a YouTube live where it won't on my StreamYard lives, then I'll be much better off, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. We'll tell you how many hours of watch time, then you will have to switch your live. Okay, hold on. Chuck, when you're done with your live YouTube, it will tell you how many hours watch time you've gained. Then you will have to switch your live to public. Okay, I thought when I was setting it up that I'd already put it to public. Huh. Yeah, I've got playlists. I do definitely got. Now, some of them got a bunch on. I didn't put them all together. I guess I should go back and put it all together, but I never have the patience just sit down and do all that. That's my fault. I'll take the blame on that. But I do have several playlists that'll have, it'll run it until you're sick of watching me. I guarantee you that. Or sick of hearing me while you're doing something else. You come out, go in, go out, whatever. And doggone, there's that stinking Chuck again. But hey, look, I'm all for it. You want to watch a playlist? It would thrill my heart. But I will try and remember that, OJ, and do live stream. That will be long. I think I do have like a live stream. Hey, William Smith, patience, the P word. Well, I'm trying. That the good Lord is trying to teach me. Baker, good. He's trying to teach me. He's working. There's some things I get pretty easy, and it don't take much nudging from the good Lord. But patience is one of them. He's having he's going to have to he's getting pretty rough with me about learning. Hey, Gail, good to see you. Gail, Southern Living. Let me see. Am I missing anything? Do the live stream. That would be longer. Thunderstick Homestead. Hello. How in the world are you? And look at that. Mr. Chuck. Misha, pay attention to Thunderstick. Thunderstick Homestead said, Mr. You can call me Your Majesty, Misha. You can call me Your Majesty. Hey, Charity, you did get distracted, didn't you? I'm glad I wasn't depending on you when I first started. But I'm glad that you made it. Charity's had to stay home with Tiny Man because Tiny Man he was exposed to something. He's not sick, but he was exposed to something. That's right, William. If you pray for pain, you're sure to be tested. And that's fine. Hey, Doug, I guess it's Doug, Holman's Homestead. Good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in and saying hello. Yeah, he was exposed to something at school or at the child care, whatever. And because of that, he had to be quarantined for like 7 days, 7, 8 days, 17 days. I can't remember now. But anyway, it's what it is. Bacterial meningitis. I don't know, whatever that is. It's not good. And for Down syndrome babies, if they say it's even worse or whatever, it can be 7 days. It can be not good. But I'm hoping, he hadn't sown any signs, so he should be good. He should be good to see Pop, hopefully Sunday for Mother's Day. I know he'll probably want to go see Lily because of, being grandmama and a mama. But he loves his Pop, y'all. He loves his Pop. Oh, he's in the clear. He's in the clear. Clear. Why do you have that one box of Nutri-Grain to mess up the whole organized cabinet behind you? I don't know. I hardly ever look at that cabinet. The only thing I look in the cabinet for is up here. These are the spices. These are some spices. And my grandkids, well, I don't see any right now. Maybe they're over on this side. You can't see them. There's things in there sometimes is for the grandbabies, and they know they can just come in here and thank you, Amanda. Yeah, I understand about children losing it, but so the grandkids, they can come in here and get what they want. And got these little, Blinda went out and got these little straws. They look like little throwaway straws, because the straws that we had, they just, kids, they lose them. They throw them on the ground outside. They throw them in the garbage. So if they're going to throw them in the garbage, let's see, when people play your playlist, they need to have the audio on active. YouTube will count the watch out, but when the computer goes back and they find that people didn't have the sound on, they take them away. Oh, well, I always put the sound on when I play a playlist. I mean, I might turn it down low if I'm doing stuff, or I don't want to bug anybody. Sometimes I put it on my TV in the living room, and I'll be outside running around and doing things, and I'll come back through and and whatever, I see what's going on, especially if I have to take a break, which is like every 5 minutes. I always thought you were in an office, so you're in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Now, I don't have an office. Well, I do have an office. I have an office at the church, but I don't ever hardly go up there. If I go up there, then I run the risk of somebody coming and wanting to talk to me. I'm just kidding. YouTube doesn't count for watch. Okay, I got you. So many rules. That's right. It's just aggravating. I don't see why it really matters if it's got the volume on or not. I mean, the thing is the ads, right? If the ads come up, I don't like watching ads. If it has a skip ad, I'm probably going to do it. But if I'm running your playlist and the ads come up, it could be an hour-long ad for all I care. If I'm out in the yard working and it's running in here in the living room, to my way of thinking, I may be wrong. If it's playing an hour-long ad, it's giving you the revenue for that ad. And so I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. I don't know. Sometimes I think wrong. I know y'all probably find that hard to believe. Let's see. I don't know why Blinda likes to keep Chuck barefooting in the kitchen. No, she don't either. She likes to keep me with my boots on out in the yard working, sweating like a dirty dog. I'm just kidding. She's not too rough on me. She did tell me the other day, she said, now I don't want you digging potatoes unless I'm home. I want to help you dig the potatoes. And I'm like, hey, you don't have to tell me twice. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll let you dig the whole thing by yourself if you then I can pawn it off on my sons. I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious, Misha. How to make it compost turning easier. And I want seriously though, turning that compost pile is a lot harder than it looks, especially when you're old and out of shape. I was breathing hard. My heart was pumping, boom, 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 like that. And I was like, and I done turned it by myself a couple of times. But I thought of this idea to have it on YouTube. And so I got him out there. And hey, look, when me and him both were doing it, it didn't take no time. I can lay down next to it and sleep, and it don't bother me. You're just breathing hard for me. Oh yeah, I appreciate the what do you call that? You being there for me. It was just, and there's a couple other things. Oh, I had one the other day, y'all. I had one the other day. We was at Cracker Barrel, and Paul was with me. He's the guy that was doing the shoveling on the compost, and he was doing that little triangle game, and it says if you get one, you're a genius, right? I said, oh, we got to do a little YouTube video or short on it. And he said, do you want to just film it and then put it up to YouTube or to short? And I said, yeah, that's probably good. And he said, no, we can just do it. Don't do it live, you just put it up. Anyway, well, I'm up there doing it. I'm just filming it. The waitress comes by and starts yapping while I'm trying. I mean, no respect at all for the customer coming to ask our order or something, ask if we want something to drink or need some more biscuits or cornbread or something. I'm trying to video a short here, y'all. Well, she disappears, and Paul, he's just a talking. And while he's talking, my other son calls, and it's showing up at the top of the screen, that he's calling. I'm like, I'll just ignore that. I'll get it after I do the video. Okay. Well, I got done with it. It was funny. What it was, okay, he was like, after 16 years of formal education, after thousands of dollars of money, time, sweat, just going on and on about the effort and the cost of getting this education, he said, and I have finally reached the stage of genius. And then I pan down to the little triangle square, and he hops the last one, says, makes him a genius. I was so proud of that, y'all. I thought it was hilarious. And I said, well, let me go back and watch it. And I went to watch it, and it was silent, where Hayden had called in, and then you couldn't hardly hear it. And I was like, 50-some people watched it. And I'm like, how did you, 50-some people in just a few minutes, how them shorts do sometimes. I said, how'd you watch it? It didn't have nothing. It was just, I guess people watch anything. But I deleted it all because it was just dumb. You couldn't understand what was going on, because when Hayden called, it silenced me or it silenced him. All right, what am I missing over here? Work doesn't bother. I can sleep down. That was funny. Blah, blah, blah. Moral support. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just doing that to aggravate Misha. I need to turn my compost too, but it's real deep. I understand. Not like she's doing her job or anything. I know. No respect. Got water on the knee. The doctor give me a sponge and raised his feet. No respect. That's Rodney Dangerfield, by the way. We never had an issue with YouTube taking our watch hours. Our issue is YouTube taking subscribers. Year to date, we have lost over 3,000. I understand that too. I don't know how many that we've lost. I don't know how you add all that up. But I just know that we've lost a bunch of subscribers. In fact, somebody just the other day said I had to resubscribe because YouTube unsubscribed me. I was like, that's just bogus. That's baloney. They shouldn't do that mess. Shouldn't do that. Hey, Randy, good to see you. Missouri Outlaw and anybody else that I may have met. Hey, Teresa, good afternoon. Chuck and everyone in the chat. Teresa, I've got your harvesting and making honeysuckle jelly queued up on my computer right now. I just got to go back and watch it. What I like to do to help people with their hours and with their ads and stuff like that, if they're monetized, I'll run it and let it run all the way through. And that way I don't have to sit there through all the ads and all that kind of, especially if they're long ads. And then I come back and then I can watch it after it's already gone through. I can watch it and I can just skip the ads and it don't bother me. Know what I'm saying? Know what to dig it? So that's why I got it up there. And and I let it run, and then I come back later and I watch it. That way I don't have to sit through dumb ads. I can go do stuff. I can go outside and get my son to turn compost. Truly delicious. It sounds delicious. Honeysuckle. I've always liked honeysuckle. YouTube suggests my own videos. Well, at least it's suggesting it to somebody. I don't turn my compost unless the tractor is involved. I don't. Yeah, I know, Misha. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pick on you. You never pick on me. You never ever give me a hard time. All right, y'all. I've gone way longer than I intended to. I've got stuff that I got to do. I just wanted to get on here and see how it worked and see if this is the way I need to go from now on when I do my lives. And I'm going to have to check in, like OJ was saying. I know he's probably had to go back to work. But like OJ was saying, to see if I can invite somebody up on this stream on YouTube. Because if I can do that, I just do it on YouTube. If I can get the hours, I'm going to do it on YouTube. If not, I'll do it on StreamYard because I want to introduce and I want to share. And plus, I may have a little giveaway Tuesday. If she's going to be there, I'm maybe working out something with her. So, but I don't want to tell you I'm doing something until I know for sure. All right. Well, I do appreciate every one of y'all coming in. StreamYard will convert over. I don't know what that means, Misha. I'm easily distracted. You know that. But anyway, I appreciate every one of y'all coming in, helping me out with this, and let me see what is going on. It's not converting my hours, Misha. It's just not. And I don't know why, but it's not. Anyway, all right. Gotta go. See y'all around, and hope all of y'all have a great weekend too. My wife sent me a text, said something about we need to go to the coast tonight. I'm just assuming she wants to go spend the night down there. I'll see. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. God bless.